Here's a quick little unbagging, and then I'll show you more about this later. My friend, Kara, my principal friend, her and I were both on a lookout for this, and we said, whoever found it first, just buy some for the other one, and she found it first. Now she wouldn't let me pay her back for it. She said, no, 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 no. I'm like, okay, really? She said, yes. I'm like, all right. So, a little card. I'll read that in a minute. Here's what we got. Oh, look. Some of you know what that is, right? Look at that. And then look at here. Okay, so this is patty wax. This is super sticky patty wax made for the one placer, single placer, because I'm a single placer and I'm a hard presser. So I am excited to try this and see how it works. All right. Does the lid stay on it? Yeah, it does. The lid stays on. So that's what it looks like. It's very smooth. This is unscented and everything, but I'm going to get into this and I'm going to try this out and see how the super sticky for hard pressers, that's me, I see how that works. Look at the cute little tin. Kara asked me, she got a few of them. And she's like, what's your favorite color? And I said, purple. So I got the purple mermaid. And then she said, I'm going to send you a little extra something. I'm like, so this comes too. We got a little sample one here. A little, yeah, same stuff. So I'm excited to get in this and try this and see how it works. Yeah, super sticky for hard pressers. All right, I'll let you know how it works. I'm going to read this card. Let's see, she's got a little card in here. Ooh, a beauty card. Let's see. She's so sweet. I like her a lot. She's just a doll. Oh, look it. It's a unicorn even, just like the little unicorn on the tin. Isn't that cute? Where do you find these little things? That's so cute. Thank you so much, Kara. You're so great. Thank you for being you. And furthering my love of diamond painting. Well, if I can help anybody love diamond painting, I am happy to do so. Thank you so much, Kara. And next time it's on me, okay? All right. I'll show you how this works in a little bit. Okay. Hey, everybody. How are you doing? It is Tuesday morning. I've got a little bit of time before I take off to go with Mom. And I thought I would just do a good old-fashioned WIP and Chat. This is not part of the Chuck Pinson, the giveaway thing, although I am working on my Chuck Pinson. But I just thought I would chit-chat for a little while because, wow, lots of stuff's going on, and just thought I'd talk for a little while and work on my painting. Why not? I'm working. I might as well talk and make a video, right? So anyhow, here we are. Before I start talking about all the excitement in my life, let me just say that I'm really enjoying this painting. And I've been working on doing a little blinging it up with some extra ABs. You might be able to see over here this really shiny green right here I put in the trees. That's an additional AB I put in there. And then they had some blue. So it's kind of cool. The blue are right here and the blue are right here. There's some blue. And then the green I put in is part of the tree. So they're like right next to the blue kind of, but it's turned out kind of pretty. I tried to put some stuff in the sky up here, and I didn't like it. So I've taken it out. So I took that out. I tried the glow glass from Tina, the sky glow glass, and I just didn't like it. I didn't care for what it was doing. It looked more clear than picking up the blue, and so I took that out. That's always fun, to pick out drills. All those I picked out, yeah. But anyhow, I have an idea, and I'm gonna save that for another video, but I'm going to go someplace today. I'm going to try something out. And I'll tell you if I come up with something. Anyhow, that'll be a whole different video, I think. But anyhow, I'll keep toying with what I have in ABs. sparklers, things like that. And I know I have 550, which I'm certainly going to put when I get down to this end down here, because that end down there is the flowers, and those flowers are purple clematis, and I'm definitely going to be using 550 AB down there. Anyhow, just trying to add a little more to it. I'm at the point where I'm working on the house. Now the house, if you can see here, the house has two symbols. There's this arrow and this little triangle. I have both of those colors in AB. Now there's a lot of it, and that's my issue. But I'm wondering about just sprinkling some in, like just pick one of the colors. I think it's 321 and maybe 666 or something like that. I know I have 666, yeah, and the other one's 321. Maybe I could pick one and just kind of sprinkle some in here with the regular drills. That's an idea. I also thought, like, around these windows here, I could trim with AB just around the windows. And then leave this part. We'll see. I don't know yet. So anyhow, that's part of the fun. Just play with it and see what you come up with. What you like, what you don't like. Some things work, some things don't. And just, you know, make it your own. So that's what I'm working on. All right. So if you were in my live, you've already heard this, but, you know, my mom had a couple of strokes, and they were chemo related. Chemo really just, you know, it messes you up. I mean, you're literally poisoning your body to get rid of the cancer. You're also killing good stuff and doing all kinds of things, you know, that aren't really good for your body. And that happened to her. So she had a couple of strokes in different parts of her brain. They affected her vision, so she got blurry vision, and that's what actually sent her to the hospital, was the vision. Had all kinds of tests, stayed there a couple days, figured out like a new regimen, like some blood thinners, a baby aspirin probably, just to thin her blood a little bit. And yeah, so she had an appointment with the cancer doctor, the oncologist, and he's like, yeah, you know, I guess, you know, you're okay. We're, you know, moving along. We're going to just plow through, get this chemo done. She has 4 more. Let's just get them done. So we're off today, and, you know, that's what we're going to do. She's going to go get that, you know, 4 from the end, and then she'll have 3 left. We just want to get done, you know, just get her done, get her back to healing up and getting healthy and all of that stuff. And that's what she wants to do. She wants to she doesn't want to wait. She doesn't want to hesitate or skip. She just wants to get there, get them done, get it over with. And then, you know, hopefully start to feel better after that, right? So yeah, that's what's happened there. So that was just a little kink in the, you know, kink in the regimen, bump in the road, big bump, but, you know. When I talked to her this morning, she told me that her eyesight is pretty much back to normal. And I was like, wow, okay, that's awesome. And it was very fast. I didn't think that, you know, they said that the vision could come back on its own, or there was therapy to do if you needed to, you know, if it didn't bounce back on its own. But she says it's already like better. And I'm like, well, that's awesome. I mean, wow, what more can you ask for, right? One less thing she'll have to deal with. She won't have to go to therapy to regain eyesight. It just blurred is what it did. Her vision just got all blurry. And parts of things would be clear and parts of things would be blurry. So, yeah, so thankful for that, right? I mean, that is the best news. I mean, it's not good news that it happened. There is some, apparently, what do you call it? Clogging, not clogging. That's not the word I'm looking for. Anyhow, there's some stuff in the arteries that's causing some issues apparently. So hopefully the blood thinner will help clear that out, and it won't happen again. Okay, 4 more chemos, you guys. 4 more. And then hopefully she'll just be able to rest and her body will heal, get the chemo out of her body, and put that whole cancer thing behind her and move on, move forward, have a good life, and yeah. So that's what's been going on. It made things a little stressful there for a few days, not knowing exactly what was going on, lots of questions, but I mean, it looks good right now. Vision is back. She's going to go have her chemo and we're moving on. So thank you to everybody that was in my live, that sent thoughts and prayers and, all that stuff. I mean, I believe it helps. My mom believes it helps. My mom is a firm believer in prayer and God, and yeah, that's what gets her through some days, It really is. So thank you to everyone so much for all of that. And some continued support that she just gets through the rest of this chemo, kicks this cancer thing right in the butt, and moves on and becomes the more chipper, active mom that I'm, used to. She's very tired. She's very weak. And, that's just, I hate to say it, that's just part of the territory when you're going through chemo. And lots of chemo. She's had weeks and weeks and weeks of chemo. So, she hates it. She hates the feeling. But I'm just like, Mom, just take the good days when you have the good days and be down when you're down, It's all you can do. And just get through it. It's not going to last forever. So we're getting to the end, It's like there's light at the end of the tunnel. Yay, light at the end of the tunnel. When I went to her house on Saturday, they had a issue with their sump pump. So they called up, wanted to talk to my husband. Hey, got any idea? He's like, yep, know exactly what's going on. See you in a little bit. So we stopped at the store, got the part, and, headed over to their house. And my husband fixed the sump pump, and that wasn't too much of a problem. Fixed that pretty easily. So that was good. And then, when I was there and I was sitting and talking with my mom while the men were downstairs working on the sump pump, and my mom seemed much chipper, much more chipper. How's that? Much more chipper. Yeah. Kind of, in a better mood and, feeling a little bit better. And it's always great to see that. So I want to keep seeing that. Summer's coming. That's what I keep telling her. Summer's coming, Mom. You will be done with your chemo when summer is here, and you'll be able to get back outside and enjoy being outside in the yard and doing some things, and we're looking forward to that. So that's the plan. Yeah. Anyhow, besides that, life's moving on. School, I'm down to 60 some days of school left for the school year. That's going fast. It was really going fast. I knew that, this was going to be quite an interesting year. Not quite as interesting as it's become. I didn't plan on all of that, but, it is what it is. But it's going quickly, and it's going to be over pretty soon. Then I have to make big decisions about my life. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Am I going to get a job? What kind of job? How much do I want to work? All that stuff. So those will be decisions and choices I make this summer. when I have time to just sit and think about it. Think about it. What am I going to do? So it's coming fast. Yeah. There's days when I don't think it's fast enough. And then other days I'm like, whoa, it's going really fast. But, you know, hey. Yeah. Life around the farm is interesting. The ducks took a vacation. Yeah, the ducks took a vacation. They decided that they wanted a little more open water, apparently, and a little more freedom. So their happy little butts decided to take off one day and found their way all the way out behind our property, out to the river. Yeah, there's a river out back. And they decided to go out to the river. Yeah. So that happened Saturday, the day of my live. We went out hunting for them. They'd been gone Friday. They didn't come home Friday night. They went rogue, renegades Friday night. So Saturday we went on a little journey out into the cow pasture and found our way out to the river. And sure enough, who's hanging out at the river? Our little duckies. We kind of tried to corral them and get them to come in, but they just kept going further and further away from us and got into the river and started swimming down the river. And the river is really not much of a river. It's like a large creek. At this point, it's a large creek. It's not really big where we live. There are other parts of the river further, I want to say west maybe, that it's really a river. But down here it gets pretty narrow and shallow. We could have probably walked across the river if we wanted to get wet up to about our knees. That's about as deep as it is, but neither one of us felt like getting all wet and, trying to chase ducks. So we left them. I kept kind of looking out the window because I can see their pen out our windows in the back, and kept looking out all day to see if they were back. And I'll be darned if it wasn't 5 minutes before I was going live. 5 minutes. I look out and here's ducks. I mean, I've got everything set up in the office. I got my camera hooked up. I got it all, everything. I got to go live, right? And here's the ducks. So I run out the back door and I'm hollering for my husband. Hey, honey, and nothing. I'm not getting anything. Go out the front door. Honey, nothing. I go into the office where my phone is on the tripod set to go and call while it's still on the tripod. And he answers, yep, I got it. And I'm like, oh, awesome. Good. He knows because he was outside. I knew that. So he came in after that. I ran to go to my computer to get back, get ready to go live. Barely made it. And he came in the house later, and I didn't know until after my live was over that they didn't come up on their own. He went out after them. He went out and went traipsing out to the river, took a big stick, chased them down. They tried to get away from him. They tried to take off. They got back in the river. He threw a rock into the river, scared them. They hopped out. They went running. He's running around with his big stick, banging on bushes, yelling at them, get up to that house, get moving, blah, 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 scaring them with the stick out in the bushes. And they came back up. So they are currently in jail. We call it Ducky Jail. They are not getting out of the pen for a while until they think they can learn to behave themselves and stay at home. Now, I understand they like water and they wanted to go swim probably, but we have a pond. Now the pond has been frozen. My husband does a pretty good job of going out and breaking a hole so they can at least get in the water, but apparently a hole was not good enough for them. So it has been 40 degrees here. The pond is starting to thaw. I don't think we're going to let them out of their little ducky jail until the pond is more open than it is right now. And then we will go out and we will escort them. Yes, escort them. Probably tag team them, him and I together. Get them out to the pond and say, remember, you have your own water source right here. Stay here. Get your butts in the pond and stay put. So that's what we're going to do. Anyhow, yeah, that was a fun adventure. The joys of having animals, farm animals. Of course, my husband's just like, they're gone, they're gone. Good luck. They're not wild ducks. They don't fly. They don't really have any real survival skills in the wild. I'm going to add some beautiful ABs right now, you guys. All in this window right here gets ABs. I think that's a window. Maybe it's a door. I don't know what it is. That's a window. That's a window. Yeah, we're going to get some beautiful blue ABs. Nice. Okay. Yeah, but the joys of wild animals. Not wild animals. Farm animals. Farm animals. Ugh. Pain in the tushy sometimes. He's like, yep, they're gone, they're gone. I'm not worrying about it. Never get any more. I've heard that before. Chickens, never getting any more. Yeah, we got more though. But, jeez. Anyhow, there's that. My daughter got married. Yeah, that was kind of a surprise kind of thing. Yeah, took me by surprise for a second, but they were like, yeah, we're going to get married. Oh, okay. So her and her girlfriend went to the courthouse and got married. We had just family, mom's, dad's, siblings went, and then we went to dinner afterwards. It was quite nice. Very simple, peaceful. The girls seem very, very happy. Yeah. I mean, what more can you want for your child other than for them to just be happy, Be happy. So I'm looking forward to, their happiness together and whatever they decide to do. Get more farm animals probably and grow some vegetables. And yeah. My daughter, who has a YouTube channel, hasn't been doing much with it lately. I hope that she does now that, we're getting closer to spring and she gets back into doing her gardening and animal videos and stuff, because I really liked watching them. I know other people did too, and I hope she gets back to it. I know she will, but, sometimes life, you just have other things to do for a while. So she's just kind of taking a little break, but so there's that. Yeah. All kinds of excitement, right? My life is usually very, very boring. Just boring. Like, if I do a WIP and Chat, I don't usually have much to talk about because nothing happens. I go to work, I come home, make dinner, feed the dogs. That's, my life. That's about it. Every once in a while, I hang out with my friends, and that doesn't happen anywhere near often enough. We need to have a lunch or something. We need to get together. But yeah, lately though, it's like, geez, I can't stop having, things happen in my life. I'm kind of ready to go back to the boring stuff, Let me go back to this, the boring, come home and do nothing except diamond paint life, you know what I mean? So, there's that. I'm happy because I had, of course I had a doctor's appointment, my yearly, just yearly physical doctor's appointment. And I'd been having some issues with, like acid reflux, indigestion stuff. And it was really, really getting on my nerves. It was really, really bugging me, right? So I'm going to the doctor. I'm ready to be like, hey, okay, we got to fix this. So he did give me some ideas. I mean, I'm going to take a little bit of acid reflux medication. But basically, it kind of all started because I got sick the first week of January. I got sick and I was throwing up and stuff. Doc was like, you know, when you do that, you know, all those acids come back up through your esophagus and it can cause all kinds of trouble and burns and can cause damage and whatnot. And it takes a while for it to heal. Okay, so I'm not crazy. There was a reason. All right. So some medication to keep the acids in the stomach under control, let the esophagus heal, right? Okay, that sounds perfect. Now, of course, the day that I went to the doctor, when I was telling him all about it, I'm like, and you know, right now it's not really bad, you know, because of course I'm here. You know, you have an ache or a pain or a problem, you get to the doctor, you talk about it, and then all of a sudden you're not having an issue? Yeah, that's what happened, okay? And that's fine with me. If that's what it took, go to the doctor, talk about it, and that's all it took, that's awesome. Guess what? I haven't really had any problems since Friday when I went to the doctor. This is Tuesday. Yeah. So, I'm happy with that. I'm much happier that I don't feel like I have a big lump in my throat trying to swallow it or stuff coming up. I'm totally happy. And if it just took going to the doctor and the doctor talking about it, well, I have taken a little bit of that medication, but I wasn't having trouble before I started the medication. It kind of just had gone away. Go figure, right? Life is weird like that sometimes, you know? So, there you have that. I do need to get more active. I know that. I can hardly wait for spring to get here so I can get out and I can, you know, walk outside and enjoy it outdoors. Getting up and getting to the treadmill at the gym, sometimes that is just a struggle. I don't want to go. I don't want to leave home once I get home. It's just difficult. And being on the treadmill, I mean, I listen to YouTube videos. That's when I get caught up on everybody's videos. When I'm on the treadmill. But it's just so stinking boring, you know. So I want to get outside and do stuff again. It's coming. This weekend, it's supposed to hit 50. My husband might actually get me out for a walk. Maybe we'll go walk up to town on the weekend and go get breakfast on Sunday or something. Because it's supposed to be really nice. You know, 50. I always say 50 is kind of my cutoff. If it's below 50, I'm not walking outside. I don't even like to be outside if it's in the 40s or 30s. No. 50 though? Yeah, that's my weather. I'll go outside and walk in the 50s. So maybe this weekend we'll get outside and we'll go for a nice little walk in the 50-degree weather. So, yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, I can hardly wait for spring. We spring forward this weekend. Does everybody remember that? We spring forward this weekend. Our time changes. So that's always an exciting thing when you spring forward. You know, spring is really, really right around the corner when you spring the clock forward. Yay, I'm so excited. We're getting there. So, I got to start getting out those seed catalogs. It's time to start looking at seeds and deciding what I'm going to plant. What am I going to plant? What flowers am I going to plant this summer? Because I really need to, you know, it's go big or go home at this point. I've been tinkering with it for a couple years, and it's time to just get some stuff, get it in the ground, get a plot, get it rolling, get it fenced in. My husband has been working on this trash pile we had out back for a long time. This thing was so huge. The guy just left so much stuff. This huge, huge pile. It's actually relatively small now. And there's a lot of space back there that will be perfect to put in my flower garden. At least, you know, to get it started. It will require some fencing, of course, because, you know, rabbits and deer and whatnot will love to come in and eat it. So we're going to fence it in and till it up. amend the soil some, you know, put some compost in there and stuff. I can get all kinds of compost over at my daughter's house. She's got all kinds of good natural compost. So amend the soil, put some fence up. We got a rototiller so he can rototill it. You know, he's a guy. He likes doing that kind of stuff. He might seem like he complains about it sometimes, like, you know, but oh boy, let him out there and let him get started, and it's like, all right, he's like in his element then. Let me go, you know. So, yeah, we're going to get started on all that. I need to buy seeds. How many seeds? I don't know. How many different kinds of seeds? I don't know. I'm in the process of watching some YouTube videos of people who grow cut flower garden, you know, flowers. And I know I've got to have showy things. I got to have some filler type stuff. That's the hard one. Fillers, cool fillers is the hard one to find. So I got to work on that and order. Yeah, get it going. After spring break, it will be game on, you know. I can start growing some stuff inside. A lot of seeds don't really do well if you grow them inside and then transplant them to the outdoors. Unless you get like those little peat cups and you don't have to really transplant them. You just plop it in the ground and they just keep going. Because they kind of grow right through the little, you know, peat pot. But some things you just throw right in the ground. Direct sow, and that's what they like, and they just take off and they go. So we'll see what I got. See what I end up with. I'll show you. You know I'll show you. What are we going to do? So anyhow, that is life as we have it right now. And probably time to have some lunch. Get ready to go with my mom. We're going to go on a little field trip later. I asked her if she was up for it, and she's like, yeah, sure, why not? I'm like, oh, that, you know, that makes me feel good because that means she's feeling okay. She's weak still, but she's feeling okay. She's ready to go on a little field trip. I'm like, okay, cool. Sounds good. We can do something besides hang out at the hospital and get chemo, all right? Let's do something a little more fun together. Anyhow. Well, you guys, I think I got to go eat some lunch and start making some plans to get going. It was nice chatting with you and filling you in on all kinds of just random stuff happening in my world, in my life, you know, because it is random, right? Yep. But, boy, I can't get these back in the thing. I don't really have much else now. I think that was plenty. But I'll let you go. And I'll talk to you later. How's that sound? Thanks for stopping in and, you know, listening to my ramblings. So I'll see you next time, you guys. It's coming, folks. There's not much here yet. We've got a lot of empty racks, but it's coming. So I was hoping to get some A-B drills today. That's what I came for. But if you look at the drill section, we're kind of empty. No A-Bs there. They had some A-Bs up on the top in the little packages, but none of the colors that I need. So here you go. Some blank canvas with grids or without grids. Sticky. You put your own drills on it. That's how it works, folks. And they got some books. You gotta kind of look through the books and pick what you like, but they're all coded and whatnot. So this is what we have for now at my Joann's. So things are coming in, but yeah, just gotta wait a little while yet. All right. No A-B drills for me today.